Hey, peace world. Had to jump on real quick. Just gonna talk some quick NCAA basketball with Michigan taking down number 9 ranked Iowa Hawkeyes at the Crisler Center. That's a nice little run that the team's on. They won that the team is on. They won 79-57. Hell of a second half. The only area where the Hawkeyes defeated or beat Michigan was in blocks, and that was just 3-2. So I think the key to the game, man, they made Garza work all night long. He was frustrated, even showed some signs of it late in the game. Dickinson had a good game guarding him one-on-one primarily. Good shooting, though, over 47% from the floor. And then also shot 47% from behind the arc. But just a great team effort with the scoring. Franz Wagner leading the way with 21, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Hunter Dickinson playing both ways, put in 14 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. Isaiah Livers, 16 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds. 7 points for Brooks, 6 points for Mike Smith. And then Sean D. Brown came off the bench for 7 on like 3 or 4 shooting. So just a great night. Austin Davis has 6 points, just points everywhere. Only 2 points from Brandon Johns Jr. But just a hell of a team effort. And it's pretty impressive coming off a Sunday where they took down OSU in Columbus, 92-87 in that game. Right now, we got Ohio State playing Michigan State. They got out the gates quick. It's already 24-22 with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. But good win from against the Buckeyes. Like I said, Sunday, and then Tuesday, March the 2nd, they have number 5 Illinois. So that's a hell of a run coming back from the COVID-induced stoppage in play. I think they were shut down for 23 days. So, shout out to the team, man. Also, we had some great news yesterday with Michigan having these, according to this article from the Detroit Free Press. I didn't realize that it's been like 20 years of no McDonald's All-Americans, which is crazy because of what Coach Beilein was able to do with the team, with the 2 Final Four and whatnot a few years ago before he left to go to the NBA and test out those waters. But I didn't know he was doing so much with so little, relatively speaking. It's like, what's going on there? Yeah, but I didn't realize that Beilein was doing so much with so little. But these 3 kids are coming in. Let me see here real quick. Get these names down, Pat. Nothing wants to work tonight. I know it was Houston, Diabate, and Kobe Buffkin, 4-star guard Kobe Buffkin, 5-star wing Caleb Houston, and 5-star forward Musa Diabate were named to the team on Tuesday afternoon, becoming the Wolverines' first signee since Daniel Horton to earn the distinction of being a McDonald's All-American. So, first time in nearly 2 decades. So Coach Juwan Howard paying off dividends, bringing him in. This is his 2nd year up at A2. And, changing things. That was another thing in watching the game tonight, man, is seeing the change of play from moving over from, the perimeter scoring that Beilein relied on and like 4 wing players and really no one big, but it was really an undersized big. And to now have Dickinson in there, as a 7'1" guy, I see the ball being the entry passes into the post, some post play and post scoring. And they honestly, I was looking at it earlier, man. Obviously, they have different pieces than last year's Dayton Flyers team. Obviously, it's different pieces, but it just seems like the chemistry and the flow of the ball, the equal scoring and whatnot, it just seems very similar, in my opinion. Of course, they get it done differently with with Crutcher doing so much at UD, and then they had Obi Toppin, the highlight man last year. So obviously, like I said, they don't quite play like that, but just the equal or the spreading around of the offense is pretty dope. So that was pretty much it. Only 4 assists for Iowa tonight. 33% shooting from the field for Garza, who's possibly a player of the year, you know, in Division One. So we'll see. If we can get through that game Tuesday night and beat the number 4 team, the number 9, and the number 5, I mean, you definitely, if they haven't already locked up that 1 seed, that should do it. But good to see Howard working. He was giving it to the referees tonight. And the recruiting is looking great. And the coaching staff is pretty set with Martelli along for the ride. As they've mentioned, as a lot of the the analysts have mentioned and whatnot, that's pretty dope when you can bring a guy over and have him sitting in the second or third seat. And he took a team to what? 29 and 28 and 1 or 2 or something a couple of years ago while at St. Joseph's. And just seems to be one of those guys that just burns the midnight oil, for basketball and whatnot. So that's pretty dope. That was really it. I was tempted to get into some boxing talk. I didn't really put it up in the title and whatnot, so I don't want to go into it too much, man. But I was just excited. There was a big development today with this disruptor. They came in and really did something shocking that we just don't see in boxing. And some outsider actually, this company called Triller Fight Club, I think, Triller Boxing Club or something. They're the people that put on the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. a month and a half or so ago, the pay-per-view. And they came in, there was a purse bid for a big fight, well, a big fighter for Top Rank, who is the exclusive boxing provider to ESPN and ESPN Plus. And one of the top guys on their roster, they had some issues with agreeing to the fight purse for this guy, Teofimo Lopez, the undisputed lightweight champion. Look, I said I wasn't going to get into it. Now here I am going all through these details. But anyway, they couldn't agree to it for Teofimo Lopez to fight on ESPN with his next fight. So his promoter played some games and tried to, stick to its guns with what it wanted to pay him, which he had earned more in his recent 2 victories and how he became the undisputed champion at lightweight. And he didn't want to sign a deal. So this ended up going to this process called a purse bid from the sanctioning body who controls the top 15 rankings and the championship belt. The IBF is located in, I think, Paterson, New Jersey. I know it's definitely New Jersey. But so this Triller comes in for this purse bid situation. Any licensed promoter can come in and bid on the fight to put it on their platform or whatever they want to do with it. And Top Rank only bid like 2.something million, 2.1, 2.4 million, which was where they had been through the negotiating process with Teofimo Lopez Jr. And this Triller company came in at 6 million. 6 and some change. Per IBF rules, it's split 65-35 between Teofimo Lopez and the challenger George Kambosos Jr. from Australia. And so Top Rank, this guy that they've spent, this fighter that they've spent all this money in grooming and building up his profile, and just had a very highly rated fight on ESPN back in October. This Triller company, has the rights to hold his next fight. Another streaming app, DAZN, they bidded on the fight as well. They put in a bid on the fight as well. They put in, I think it was at what? It was either 3 or 4 million. Obviously, they were short. I won't go into the tie-in of DAZN, but it would have been a good fight for them because they want to get big names on their platform to attract new subscribers and to satisfy current subscribers. But this Triller comes in, like I said, the first fight I believe they held was the Tyson Jones fight. And now here they are with this lightweight title fight with the undisputed champion at 135 pounds. And now boxing has the traditional boxing world has to sit here and see what this outsider is going to do with this young champion. I think Teofimo Lopez is either 23 or 24. But this is kind of unprecedented. We usually, purse bids are not that entertaining or, not that much of a newsmaker. But like I said, with all the parties that were involved, Top Rank, Bob Arum, the CEO or whatever, the head honcho at Top Rank, ESPN, that's got to be something to explain to ESPN what's going on with this athlete that they've been showcasing. And now he's gone. But it's like I said, it's sometimes the business of boxing, when you do get to see behind the scenes, is somewhat interesting. And wow, Top Rank and Bob Arum are sitting here with some egg on their face. Don't get me wrong, though. With George Kambosos getting $2 million as a challenger, an unheralded, little known opponent from Australia. And if they have to put it, I mean, we would imagine that it goes on to pay-per-view whenever they hold the fight. But Triller has to, now the problem is, how do you recoup your money for this? So that's what is really going to be intriguing, is what Triller, who we don't know nothing about their matchmaking, how they build events, except for and that one wasn't too bad. I didn't buy it. But top to bottom, it was some other fights. It was some other boxing matches on there. So, but yeah, man. Excuse me. Somebody come in and trample through your house without wiping their shoes on the rug, sit down on your couch and kick their feet up on your table. That's something we don't see every week in the world of boxing. So anyway, let me get on off of here, man. Go Blue. Salute to Juwan Howard on bringing in these 3 kids. The McDonald's All-American. No McDonald's All-American game this year. I think the second year in a row. And that's it. Let me get on out of here. Like I always do say, though, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Also, check out the latest It's Always Personal podcast. It's over at Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. It's Always Personal. Just put up a new episode last night. Last week's guest was Stickman from rap group, hip hop group Dead Prez from Loud Records back in the day. Stickman was on there because this Sunday he actually puts out a project called A Beautiful Run. You can check that out at www.abeautifulrun.com. It was a joint project with apparel or athletic apparel maker Lululemon, and it's a Muhammad Ali inspired short film about running. I wasn't able to get any details about it because that's how they're putting it out there. But you can go to the website. It's merch on there. It's what details are available out there about it. And I'm just looking forward to see what the hell it actually is. February 28th, which is Sunday. Let me get on out of here. Have a great night.